thank you for the kiss. Oh, thank you. Hi, can you say hi?
Hi friends! How is your week going? I hope it's going better than mine, and I hope the weather is better where you are than it is here. But I did want to do a fun, springy, warm, colorful makeup tutorial for you guys today with some new ColourPop products that I have got recently. So I'm really excited to show you guys these makeup products that I've got from ColourPop, as well as some new cute spring clothes that I have on order that should be here any day now, and I can't wait to do a fun haul video for you guys when that stuff arrives. But until then, I just received all this stuff from ColourPop yesterday, so I wanted to do a fun, beautiful, springy makeup tutorial and show you guys some swatches and give you guys my first impressions for these products. Since it has been so yucky outside, I want to do something more fun and pretty and springy. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of my first impressions for these new colors that they got. I'm going to tell you what the colors are, show you some swatches, and then I will show you how to do this beautiful makeup tutorial at the end of this video. So if you would like to see some swatches and hear my first impressions of these new products, then please keep watching. Alright, so I have only ever tried the eye products as well as some of their lip products. So I wanted to branch out and try some of their other products. So I got a couple highlighters and a couple of their pressed powder eyeshadows. And I got a new lippy stick, which I hadn't tried just yet. So I got that, and I also got some brushes. So they only offer 3 brushes on their website here: the angled eyeliner brush, the blending brush, and the shader brush. So I got the shader brush and the blending brush here. So they're super cute. They're like a really super light peachy pink, super pretty, and the ends are rose gold, which I love rose gold, so I really love how these brushes look. They're super cute. Okay, so both of these eyeshadow brushes are only $6 each on ColourPop's website, which I think is pretty good for eyeshadow brushes. So I'll talk about the shader brush first. So this one, it's a little bit pokey and the bristles are a little bit stiff. I'm sure it will get more broken in as I use it more, but it seems like a pretty good quality. Like I said, just a little bit pokey, so you want to be just a little bit careful until it really gets broken in. But overall, not a bad buy. And then I also got the blending brush, which I actually like this one a lot. It blends my eyeshadow really beautifully. The bristles are nice and long and soft, which is exactly what you want in a blending brush. So for $6, I think these 2 brushes, really, you can't go wrong with them. If you're in need of some eyeshadow brushes and you're placing an order for ColourPop, go ahead and drop those in your cart too, because they're a pretty good buy for the money. Alright, so next I will talk about ColourPop's pressed powder here. So they give you this awesome little palette box. It's super cute. It's got a really awesome little magnetic clasp on the front. It actually feels like super great quality. I'm really liking it so far. So when you buy 4 pressed powders, they give you this little palette for free, and like I said, it feels like really good quality. It's got a cute little window in the front so you can see through to your eyeshadows, and then you can arrange your colors and make them into your own palette, which is helpful. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the swatches for these pressed powders that I got now. This first color here is Come and Get It. It looks almost brown when you're looking at it at first, but it's actually a really pretty duochrome pink. Let's see how they describe it on their website. So it says it's a duochrome rose with a gold flip, and that is exactly how it is. It is pink and it has gold flecks in it, and it's just really pretty. It goes on just super creamy and beautiful. So the second color here is called Wait For It. This is the only matte pressed powder that I got. And so this one is a really beautiful corally orange color. I was a little leery about it at first, but guys, I'm telling you, this is such a pretty color. It's super, super pigmented for being a matte color, like goes on so nicely. It's really bright, really colorful, great for spring. Alright, so the third color here is called Time Out. This is another metallic pressed powder. Again, it goes on super smooth. It's really pigmented. It's so pretty. It's not as pink as the first one over here, Come and Get It. It's actually going to be a duochrome. It's more peachy, and it has the description is that it's peach with a pink flip, and that's exactly what it is. It's peachy and pink at the same time, whereas the Come and Get It had more gold flecks to it. This one's more peachy with a little bit of pink. All right, and the fourth color here, this is Double Date. It's a really pretty metallic lavender is how they describe it. It's super pretty. It's like a mauve-y purple is how I would describe it. Like really pretty purple, more mauve than lavender, I would say. It doesn't seem to be quite as pigmented as the first two metallic colors that I showed you here, but it's still really pretty, and I feel like if you start with a good eyeshadow base, you can really get a beautiful color from this. But it's metallic, and it's really just a nice like lavender mauve color, so that's going to be another beautiful color to mix in for spring. All right, so that is all of the pressed powders that I got from ColourPop. Okay, so next I am going to talk about the Super Shock shadows that I got from ColourPop. So these are nice because they each come in their own little container with a screw top lid. So the directions for these say to make sure that you just keep the lid on super tight. So these colors are super soft and buttery, and they go on really, really nice. So just make sure if you do get some of these, you do screw that lid on super tight whenever you get them, so that you keep, as they say, the magic inside. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys these swatches now. The first color here is called Tassel. It is a bright white color. It's got a lot of silver sparkles in it. Like I said, it's pretty buttery here. This one's got a little bit more sparkles, but it's pretty pigmented. I mean, if you want to get a really sparkly white sparkle look, this is definitely a great color for you. I like it to add a little bit of extra highlight and a little bit of drama. All right, so the second color here is called I Heart This. This is a gorgeous taupe color. It's super neutral, but it has silver sparkles in it. So it's like really sparkly and pretty. It still goes on super soft and buttery. It's pretty pigmented. It's like it's just such a great like neutral color. If you want to add a little bit of sparkle while keeping it still neutral, this is a great color. The third color here is a matte color. This is called Hanky Panky. So the first two I showed you are what they call the ultra glitter shades. So these ones, it just means that they're packed with a lot of glitter in them. And these other two, they are matte shades. So this one is like a warm brown beige. So this is going to be a really nice color when you're trying to keep a more neutral colored look here. And I think this is going to be a great transitional shade as well, but I wanted to try some of their matte shades. And the fourth color here is called Bill. It's a real pretty kind of dusty mauve-y color. I think this color will pair really nicely with the other color that I talked about a minute ago as in the pressed powder, that metallic color. It was called Double Date, and I think these colors will pair really nicely together. They're both kind of purpley and pretty, but yeah, this goes on super nice, and for being a matte shade, this one is super pigmented. It's really pretty, and I think it's going to be a really nice color to wear into the spring as well. All right, so making sure to screw these lids back on tight here. We can move on, and I will show you the highlighter colors that I got. I just got two. I wanted to try them out because, like I said, I hadn't tried them before. So I'll show you guys these colors super quick. The first color here is called Stole the Show. This is their pearlized highlighter. This one is going to be a light warm silver with a little bit of pink, silver, and gold. So this one is really pretty and neutral. Like I said, super buttery, goes on beautifully, and like I said, it just picks up little bits and pieces of both pink, silver, and gold, so I think this is going to be a great neutral highlighter. The next one is called Scrumptious. This one is a silvery baby pink highlighter. Again, this is the pearlized highlighter. It's really, again, super soft and buttery. I really like this, that it has a little bit of pinky tone, so on days when you feel like having a little bit more of a pink glow, I would use this color, and I think it's just, again, a really pretty neutral highlighter shade, and I'm really excited to try these babies out. Okay, so the last thing that I got from ColourPop is this lippy stick, as they call it, and this is a cream lipstick. It's a light peachy nude is how they describe it, with a cream finish, and they are not lying. When I go and show you guys my tutorial, they are not lying about this color. So I will go ahead and show you guys the swatch of this color on my arm right now. It is exactly as they describe it. It is a peachy nude color. It's actually fairly lighter on than it looks. in the picture online. When I put it on my lips in the tutorial coming up here, you can actually see that it's a very, very pale peachy nude color. It is as I described, but it is very, very creamy, which is something that I'm not particularly used to, but if you like creamy lipsticks, this is great because it's super, super creamy, but it's very light and peachy, and I had to add a little bit more color on top of it, and we will get to that whenever I jump into my tutorial in just a second. So that is all the products, but I did want to show you guys how cute the inside of this ColourPop box is. It is absolutely adorable. It is a bright, bright pink, and it's full of bright, beautiful colors, and so as soon as you open the box, it just makes an instant impression, and it's so pretty and colorful, and it just put me in such a great mood immediately looking at the inside of this box and opening it and finding all of these beautiful products. So I hope this helped to give you guys like a little bit of insight into some of ColourPop's colors right now, and like I said, I am like really impressed with these colors. I think they're really pigmented, they're really pretty, I'm really excited about them. Alright, so the last part of this video, I'm just going to show you guys how to do this super pretty peachy pinky beautiful springy makeup tutorial. Still working on the name here, but I'm going to show you guys how to get this look using these new ColourPop products. So if you'd like to see that, again, please keep watching. Alright, so the first color I am going to use, this will be my transitional color. This is Hanky Panky, nice light beige toned color. So I'm going to use that same little brush here, and we're just going to do this as a transition here, right above our crease. I'm just using this brush to really get the color where I want it, and then I'll grab my blending brush and really blend it out. Very pretty. And then picking up my blending brush. Alright, now going back to that other brush, we're going to set our other colors in place, and then we'll work on blending them. So the first one I'm grabbing is from the little palette that I made. This one here, Wait For It. We're going to use that one. I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid to give a really bright, beautiful orangey pink, peachy base. This is such a pigmented color, y'all. I am really liking it. It's so pigmented. It's just the perfect, like, peachy, corally pink color. Goes on really nice. So I'm just drawing this all over my eyelid up into my crease, and then I'm gonna draw it out just a little bit. And that is good for now. And you notice I don't have like too much fallout here, like hardly any, which is awesome because it's such a pigmented color, and literally you don't see like any fallout. It's awesome. So the next one I'm going to use is this shade here, Time Out. I'm going to apply that on top of that color that we just did here, all over my eyelid, primarily focusing in towards the center of my eyelid, and I'm just going to sweep it over. Again, I don't notice really any fallout here, and my brush is dry right now, so I wanted to test out and see how well the colors would stick with my brush being dry, and it seems to be working pretty well. Done with that color, and then we're going to jump and use this color here. This is called Come and Get It. So we're going to apply this one starting at the outer corner, and then we're going to draw it over right into the crease, kind of heavily, to give a little bit of a definition. And then we're just going to work it up just a little bit. And just go ahead and apply it kind of thick, because we're going to blend it out here in a second. Then grabbing the blending brush one more time. All right, so I want my colors to be a little bit more vibrant here. So I'm gonna grab my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand here. And I'm gonna use my little brush here, and I'm just gonna get it a little bit damp. And then I'm gonna go back in and darken those colors up a little bit. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So we're just gonna take our clean, fluffy brush and get rid of that little bit of fallout. Okay, so I wanted to use this beautiful taupey color. This is I Heart This. Wanted to take advantage of this color because I think that's so pretty. And I'm just going to apply this to my bottom lash line here. Just add a little bit of extra drama. So next I'm going to grab the color Tassel, and we're just going to do this right here in the inner corner of my eye, because who doesn't need a little extra sparkle in their life? Alright, so now I'm going to finish with a little bit of this highlighter, and it is called Scrumptious. I'm going to apply this a little bit under my brows. Alright, so I'm just going to finish up my eyes with my eyeliner. I'm just going to do a pretty little cat eye and do my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that my eyes are all done, I think they look great. I love the color. Super springy and fun. So now we're just going to finish up with, I'm going to try out Lippy Stick from ColourPop as well. This is the color Toy. So I'm going to finish up with that. And I didn't buy a lip liner from them. Don't ask me why, but I'm just going to use this NYX lip liner. This is the color Natural. So I think it should work with this, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this because I did not buy a lip liner from ColourPop. Don't know why, but I didn't. So I'm just overlining my lips just a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to move on and use this lipstick. So this lip liner is severely too dark for this, the lip stuff here, but let's try to blend it. So I've used the Ultra Matte lipsticks before, and this is definitely not matte. It's like a really creamy lipstick. Like, it feels so wet. Alright, so I'm not loving this lip color, so I'm going to play with these eyeshadows a bit and see if I can give it some more color. Alright, so we're going to grab our little blending brush, and I'm going to wait for it, and we're just going to see what happens when we pop a little bit on there. Just find out. Alright, so when you put a shadow on your lipstick like this, I actually really like the effect you get. So it's giving it some more color for sure, and it's also making it more matte so it doesn't feel so wet and so heavy on my lips. I'm gonna go heavier right in the middle, so it kind of gives an ombre look, but a little bit heavier in the middle of my lips. And then I think I'm gonna pick up just a bit more of Come and Get It. Do it right in the center of my lips. Alright, that looks much better. More matte feeling, lighter feeling, and it gives a little bit more color. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun making it. This look is super fun and springy, and I'm so in love with it. I can't wait to wear it out when I actually have some places to go. So I hope you guys were inspired to maybe try some new products or some new colors for spring, and maybe give some of these ColourPop colors a try on your own. And also, if you do try them, let me know what you think. Or if you guys have purchased from ColourPop before, let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear feedback. Also, if you have any other video suggestions or comments, please leave those down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post lots of fun makeup and outfit ideas on there as well. All right, I think that is all I have for you guys. So I hope you all have an awesome week, and I will talk to you soon.